Well, here we have Angela Porter try to give me a black doctor. She was worse than any fucking white doctor. She was showing out for the white folk. Now, this is the one they put on me before they went and got the gay Mafia member. But all started over. We used to have to get our disability verified every 6 months. And actually, I fought against that. Like, why are we doing this every 6 months where nothing changed? We have permanent disabilities. But it's like, if you don't get this signed by your doctor, then your disability is not verified. There's a bunch of paperwork to fuck the veterans over, which made no sense. That I did argue extensively about, and then that shit got eliminated. Just didn't make any sense. So one of these, she had to sign for my disability. So I came in one day and had to write something down. Can't remember exactly what it was, or no, a request for her to fill out the disability paperwork. She was new then. She had been about 4 months when this happened, because they get maculated in the system, the way of doing shit, the fuckery. Then you see it come out of them. So this is what she did. When I wrote down what I was requesting, the note that I was requesting, I gave it to the nurse. The nurse took it back to her. She's looking at me, but she's in a room with 3 white nurses and 2 white doctors. She's the only black there, but she's sitting in the middle. She gonna look at the paperwork and was like, "What? Who wrote this? I can't read this chicken scratch. It's not even legible." Looking right at me, trying to get me to go off. So I was like, "Oh, bitch, you trying to really show out for white mommy and daddy." And that's what you see, the black women, all the motherfuckers really in the VA. Because most of them be on some mooning ass Sambo shit. They look for a certain type of brain archetype. And that's motherfuckers looking for a meritorious manumission award. Slave niggas that like being on the plantation. I was like, oh, so she trying to make me snap on her. Again, what I'm doing is showing you how the doctors at every level try to deny you of your benefits. Actually, it should seem like that's just how that system at the VA, this Detroit one, is. So she tried to demean me and all that type shit. And that's a tactic they love using, trying to demean you to make you pop off. It hasn't worked in 10 years, and they keep trying this shit. What I do is I see you do some actions like that, then I hit you on your lack of professionalism, empathy, how you in violation of your Hippocratical oath, the whole nine. When she did that shit, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get her ass, but I'm gonna get her real fucking good. So I stated in a note, I said, actually no, I think I went to Patient's Advocate. And I stated, instead of trying to demean a veteran because of his physical disabilities, why don't you use that same energy, try to aid the veteran by being a true advocate and fight for some accessibility hardware. So people like me with problems, hands are so traumatized that it's hard for us to even use them to write. Well, right after I put that out, man, she took 2 months. She like 2 months to sign my disability papers.
I need you to hit the like button so it can register on YouTube algorithm. And again, if you enjoy this free content, this free information, and you leave here smarter, which is my intentions, then go ahead and hit the like button.
Gay Mafia Dr. Gerald C. Fisher. Right. So he was doing shit on the low, fuck with me, because I had just had surgery. So he was saying little silly shit. So they had social workers had to like drop my groceries off, come get my, me grocery shopping, then put my groceries away in my place. So the first when he was first my worker, the first place we went to was a grocery store on Van Dyke and Gratiot Hood. As soon as we go in, this motherfucker say some whole ass shit, but this type of shit he was doing the whole time. He said some whole ass shit like, oh, I get in front of all the females. Oh, I guess I play wifey today. So I had to write his ass up for that. Then we was in court. They had to take me to court one day. There's like, all of a sudden, when I get this motherfucker as my worker, all kind of shit started coming out the woodwork. But it made sense because he used to work with the fucking police. I think his mom told me mom was either a lawyer or FBI or reverse. His dad was that and his mom was reverse. But that's what it. So he come from a long line of cooning, bunch of credentials, his family. So then he said some other shit one day, like in front of my place, Detroit Town Apartments. He was like, cause I was still trying to like carry some of my groceries and shit, cause I'm so hard headed. So I'm trying to carry some with my left hand. So he looking at me up and down, and he was like, "You don't look so tough. I look like I could take you." Now, if you look at this motherfucker, this nigga look like something Jabba the Hutt then shit it out. This motherfucker ain't never had any form of muscle on his body, for real. So he was nothing but a spoon-fed bitch. But after I wrote his ass up for that, boom. So I was like writing his ass up all for that. So now I'm waiting for my disability paperwork 2 months. Fucking with me because I wrote her ass up. She trying to fucking demean me, but I wrote her ass up on again trying to demean a veteran, but not really like, you know, trying to fight and advocate for a veteran who's disabled. But this is the type of cowardice shit that niggas really pull. 2 months I'm waiting, so I'm standing in front of the medical receptionist. I see the paperwork signed, so they fucking with me. They making me wait. So finally I'm having spasms and shit, you know, doubled over and shit. So I get up to the medical receptionist. I'm doubled over. This motherfucker Gerald come out of nowhere up to the right side of me and then whispered in my ear. He was like, yeah, you ever write something like that about me again, I'm gonna have a bullet waiting for your ass outside the VA. So I looked at him, right, and I said, how obvious these motherfuckers, they do everything because, again, remember, I'm waiting on my disability paperwork. It's right there. This motherfucker come and try and articulate a death threat to try to get me to feed into his bullshit so I won't get my paperwork that's been signed for my disability stopping any of my benefits. But this is the type of the shit that these fucking demonic niggas pull in the VA. And the ones that pull it without any conscience, they elevate fast, accelerate them in position fast. But I'm gonna do more than tell you. I'm gonna show you with these illustrations. Now the game here is intelligent. When I seen what was happening after I wrote up Dr. Porter, then they put this boy on me that kept doing everything, every disrespectful, immoral thing that he could muster. Try to start something in or outside the VA. So I said, oh, you trying to trigger me? That shit is like kid games to me when I was in group homes and shit. Been mastered that shit, not letting nobody or trick me out my freedom. That's what I call it. Not allowing somebody to get you nigger cheap or trick you out your freedom with their nigger antics. So this boy was easy work. What I saw was that he's a gossiping, chatty patty. Females, well, most of them are. Most of these super moist motherfuckers are. They try to identify with the black females, you know, so much and shit. So they want to be like their best friend and all this type shit. So find out how to get at him, how to trigger his ass is demean him in front of his fucking co-worker. Since the game is demeaning me, playing these type games that they all been playing, I said I'm just gonna demean him in front of his co-workers. And then the best idea I got was when I had went to I don't know, some appointment I had at the VA, and I had just wrote something in secure messaging. I was telling the nurse, like, yeah, I'm having spasms bad, and only time, you know, the pain subside, so I got to take hot showers, and then, you know, like lay in the bed, but do like hula hoop type exercises with my right arm up, you know. So all I know was when I came, you know, the next time I came back for an appointment, it was like all the motherfucking nurses was up for it. So I was like, what the fuck? Why they all, you know, all appear in my face and shit like that? Then it dawned on me that the last thing I did right was some shit like that. So I was like jokingly to myself, like, oh, they must like that hula hoop motion, right? But then I thought about it. I said, you know what? I said I'm gonna go ham on this motherfucker in secure messaging, and that's gonna be enough to trigger his super moist emotional ass. And I did, and that's when he had articulated the death threat to me in the VA. If you write something like that else again on me, boy, I'm gonna have a bullet waiting for your ass outside. Now it's funny, I laughed. Actually, I never seen the medical receptionist again that heard that shit. There was only one witness in front, the medical receptionist that was holding my paperwork. I think his name was like Dennis or something like that. But I haven't seen that motherfucker again. So I was like, damn, this nigga knew Gerald, the social worker, but he got rid of this motherfucker. So I was like, damn, so this how the gay mafia work? Wow. Now the murder mafia is later on when he incorporate with another gay dude where I live at, Jaavon, and then they start running fucking little death scripts where I live at. But anyway, so after he articulated that threat, I'm in pain like a motherfucker. I was like, y'all so fucking cowardly. I wait like when I'm in an enormous amount of fucking pain, physically, right? So I just looked at him. I was like, I started laughing. He's like, ain't nothing funny. And I was like, yeah, you funny. He's like, ain't nothing funny. I'm serious. I was like, no, you funny. He said, no, you really funny. So I told the medical reception, I was like, man, is that my paperwork? And he said, yeah. So when he handed me my paperwork, I said, yeah, you need to go. So I told Gerald, yeah, you need to go make a copy. Make it like basically do your job, bitch. Quit playing with me, right? Yeah, so he was acting scary when we walked down the stairs. He had like ran down the stairs acting scary as fuck. Because he knew what he just did. And then again, I'll never act the way I suppose that they think I should or some stereotypical fashion. I don't let nobody trick me out my fucking freedom. That's me. To me, you a nigga if you let a low IQ, immoral fucking demon trick you out. I don't give a fuck what their title is. I don't care what the fuck their race is. If you let an immoral fucking demon trick you out your freedom, make you something that you are not, or get you to like move to their music, you's a fucking idiot. And less than. I'm never that. So, but here's the thing. If the game was intelligence, you trying to trigger me. You can't trigger me, but I trigger you enough to articulate a death threat in the VA. I write it up well it's supposed to and send it up the chain, and all they do is protect you. That's coward. That's fucking cowardice. So again, you just showed him there's no recourse for his immoral satanic fucking action. Matter of fact, all they did was hide him and just kept accelerating him up the fucking command to where he's the head of the HUD, fucking the home vash department, which is insane. But it's no mere coincidence. Like I told you, the two other female pastors that headed the departments. So you got this new super moist nigga that did so many demonic actions. So that y'all might be taken away with just the 4 I told you about. Oh no, it gets deeper. This is just the 4th fucking layer. But do you think it's a mere coincidence that he's a minister and they put him as a head of that after he showed how he gets down? Just a quick pro for you individuals who think you so smart and say, oh, there's no way they could be this evil and demonic. Yeah. Can't deny the facts. Don't worry, I got more coming.
Sounds good. Listen.
Yeah.
Quit threatening my maintenance staff.
I'm threatening your maintenance staff?
I'm saying it once. You're threatening my maintenance staff.
Hold on.
Squash the issue.
How's the issue squashed?
It's squashed because I said it's squashed.
How's it squashed when this man, he's supposed to be suspended? He threatened me in here.
Mr. Henry, he's
He
already
threatened.
been suspended.
How's he still working? This is the second time I've seen
He
him.
was done for a week. It's
All
already
right.
been
First off,
taken care of.
lower
I'm
your
not
tone.
going
You're talking to a man.
No,
Lower your
I
tone.
am talking to a
Lower
man.
your
I'm
tone.
talking to you.
Lower your tone.
No, you
Show
lower
me
your
what's wrong.
tone.
Why are you
You're
yelling
not
at me?
gonna talk to me like
No, I'm
that.
telling you lower your
Now,
tone.
this
I'm
is what's
talking to you
gonna
with
happen.
respect. I'm talking to you with respect. Talk to
I
me with
understand
respect.
that, but this
No,
is what's gonna happen.
then you lower your
This
tone.
is what's gonna happen.
No, this is what's going to happen.
This is what's
Do
gonna
something
happen.
about the man that threatened me.
I'm putting you out, Mr. Henry.
You putting me out?
I'm
Do
gonna
something
put you
about
out.
do something about the
Because
man
you're
that's
not
threatening
listening
me.
to me. You need to listen
First
to
off,
me.
you threatening me. First off,
I'm
you
not
threatening
threatening
me.
you.
Why do I need to listen to you when you sitting here with a man that's supposed to be suspended and he not? And
He was
again, every
already
time
suspended,
all
Mr.
right,
Henry.
so every time I'm
You
on
know
the
what?
elevator, he
I'm
getting
gonna
on and
calm
off.
down. I'm gonna
Right,
talk to
thank
you
you,
outside.
thank you,
I'm not gonna
thank
yell.
you, thank
Let's
you,
go outside.
thank you. That's professional.
Let's go
That's
outside.
professional.
This is what's gonna happen.
Now again,
This is
first
what's
off,
gonna
no. Again, if you're gonna dictate to your staff, it seems like you can't handle your staff. You couldn't handle him.
But you're gonna dictate to you as well.
Right, this was
I
going
have
on.
the authority to dictate to you as
This was
well.
going on. This
I
was
have
going
the
on.
authority
All right, no.
to dictate
First
to you as
off,
well.
dictate to your staff. When
I've already dictated
when he
to him, and I
disrespected
put
me
him
in
out.
front of listen. But you ain't do that none
I
in front
put him out
of
for a
me. When
week.
Lauren disrespected me, show up. When Lauren disrespected me out here,
You will not
you ain't
tell
do
me to
nothing.
shut up.
First off, who you pointing at?
I'm pointing
First
at
off,
you
no.
because you just
You
told me to
pointing
shut
at
up.
me?
Yes.
You
Because you just told
pointed
me
at
to
me.
shut
No,
up.
I didn't tell you to shut up. Right.
This conversation
Right.
over.
Right. No, it is over.
I have your paperwork
You
ready.
have my paperwork ready for me. All right.
I
We can
have
play. You know what?
your paperwork
Look. I ain't dealing with that.
You ain't dealing with what?
Move. Excuse me. Are you
dealing with what?
impeding my way?
I'm not impeding
You're
your
impeding my
way. You're
interest.
not
You're in the
dealing
way.
with what?
You're in the way. Could you please move?
No, you're not dealing with what? What is it that you're not doing?
I'm not dealing with the combativeness. Is that how you're talking to me?
I'm not dealing
You don't
with
want me to
the
right.
combativeness.
I have
You
a
don't let me
problem.
speak.
I have a problem.
Pay attention to how the supposedly manager is acting after he gets his briefing via phone. Now what's going on was a staff member threatened me. Well, actually it was 2 of them. Say they're gonna fuck me up. So I talked to the head manager, Mrs. Warren. They were like, "Oh, he's fired. Oh, I mean, no, we're laying him off for a month. But you have a worker who threatens a tenant." Now this was right after that boy threatened me at the fucking VA. Now the key was I was going through so much shit trying to figure out what the hell is going on with me. And then again, coming right out of surgery and being on medication. So I didn't really put it together until I started watching the videos, but I knew to record. When I started watching the videos, and I said, okay, they was in league.
With you as management, the only one I need to speak to is Miss Warren. You have been disrespectful, and
I haven't been disrespectful.
Yes, you have.
You're full of shit.
Oh, now I'm full of shit.
Yes,
I'm full of shit. Right.
I asked you plainly. I sat here and asked you plainly. I was like, Mr. Henry, could you please not threaten my staff? You
And then what I say?
He's still here.
Right, he's still here, right.
So,
And it's not, and he's not. Here's my problem. Here's my problem with you. This is why I only want to speak with Ms. Warren.
And he was already
Every time they disrespected me in front of you, you ain't say nothing. You had nothing.
Nothing.
When Fred was sitting here, no, excuse me.
Henry.
When Fred was sitting here, I threatened him first. I said, listen, it's serious. You threatened me, so that's serious. That's serious. That's serious. How am I repeating you have all this weight? You have, first off, stand there. 5 feet of personal space. Stand 5 feet of personal space.
It's 3 feet.
It's 3 feet.
Yeah, it's
5 feet.
And
I'm telling you 5. I'm telling you 5. Because you already called. All right. Here's my problem. Here's my problem with you. Here's my problem. No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Why are you even talking to me why are you talking to me when I don't recognize you as proper management?
You don't recognize me as proper
No, because
management?
everything they did, just like him. When he disrespected.
Now pay attention. The old nigga holding the phone, he was starting a whole lot of shit. He was part of the violence as well. So that's what they kept doing after that janitor said he was gonna fuck me up. So I told him he said I threatened him by stating after I seen him like 2 days later. I said, oh, this boy supposed to be suspended. But they kept doing the same shit as the VA. You write somebody up and do it right, they'll run them right fucking in front of you. So they ran them in front of me. So this is what I told them. I said, listen, I'm still waiting for you to fuck me up because I'm serious about that. You don't threaten me where I lay my head at. So this is the manager, so-called manager reaction and how he handles this. Now tell me, is he not being antagonistic and disrespectful? No professionalism. Again, this that gay mafia.
Me out there in front of you, you did nothing. When Fred disrespected me right here in front of you, you did nothing. So you let it escalate to this level.
I didn't let it escalate.
These low IQ motherfuckers is easy work. They used to threatening and doing nigga shit. Cause you're gonna see in the next video the gang he got behind him. Here's what I found out later from the security guard, cause he wasn't down with that bullshit. Cause I used to get weed from him, do his phones and shit like that. And he had told me one day, he said, man, I asked these people why they keep fucking with you for over a year. You ain't bought no gun in here, you ain't did nothing to nobody. So I asked them why they keep fucking with you, and they ain't had no answers for me. If you notice, the goddamn security guard gotta calm this nigga down and tell him move on, cause he has no professionalism. His job was trying to antagonize me on some physical fucking violence because they move gang. So I believe the dialogue between him and the gay minister Gerald Curley Fisher, and this is the type of shit that was going on. Right after I wrote that VA minister up for articulating a death threat, all of a sudden I'm getting death threats from where I live. And the VA is in this office too now, because the shit got so out of control. They had somebody in there doing is showing you how gay niggas act when they get a little bit of fucking power, and they had more than a little bit because they had a full gang. Now, I'm gonna show you, I caught this one day just looking outside, a whole bunch of commotion, and I got to actually see how they get down in this building on some gang shit, because they protected by the police. Now I want you to notice they beat the shit out of motherfuckers with channel locks. Then one of the motherfuckers there shot up in the air, but then one of the workers there lying, talk about they shooting at us. No, that was them shooting, and the police ain't do shit. That's why I was like, damn, where the fuck am I living? Where they could just beat niggas with channel locks, shoot up in the air, and the police don't run in here and grab nobody. That's when I started understanding, like, the police own the damn building. All I'm doing is just giving you facts. And the facts that's illustrated here is, why is it so common for these super moist niggas to be so fucking immoral, starting violence and all this other shit? All I'm doing is presenting the facts to you. You may not like the way I articulate it. I really don't care, because I lived through this shit and had to hold my anger and use intelligence to deal where I'm outnumbered with the fucking police and the VA. They fucking with me when I go in the VA, and where I lay my motherfucking head because of that immoral ass Gerald C. Fisher. Now you see the gang, you cannot give a moral ass individual's power like this. So again, you try to dispute the facts. Gay worker at the VA, supposed to be a social worker, who's a doctor, threatening me, talking about if I write something like that, I'm gonna have a bullet waiting for your ass. Then all of a sudden I started getting real friction and levels of fucking violence where I lay my head at. Remember, they were coming dropping off groceries and shit. And remember, I told you the VA was in here. But this is the first layer. This is the first layer. There'll be many more.
For too long, the American medical community has been ignoring chronic pain. And this has created an epidemic of suffering. When we live with pain, we are not living our true selves. We are not living our best selves. We're not even living at all, because the pain overtakes our ability to think, feel, even to love.